Hello and welcome to the Wright Life's Flybrary video series. Here you can check out the latest in disc sports, receive recommendations for players of all skill levels, and take a look at some local courses. You can also view some historical bits from around the flying disc world.
Alright, I'm here to talk about disc change at elevation. It does change playing in Colorado versus playing at sea level. So if you're playing in like Arkansas or Florida or California and then you come up here, the discs are gonna fly a lot different. And that's due to the lift on the disc. So at lower elevations, the air is more dense. So when you throw, the disc is wanting to fight and turn into that air more than it would at elevation because there's less air. That goes into disc choice once you're at elevation like that. You're gonna wanna throw things that are more understable at sea level, more overstable at sea level because they're gonna want to turn. And then up here in Colorado or in the mountains, you wanna throw something understable just to get the glide. And the whole thing with the lift too that goes into the glide of a disc, the more glide it has, the easier it'll fly at elevation, which is handy. And then down at sea level, all your slower stuff, it feels slower just because the air is thicker. But in reality, they're flying the same, it's just how much it's gonna turn mid-flight. So if you throw something with a little more hyzer, it'll fly better down at sea level than it will at elevation.
Bruce Kettle, welcome to Teaching Disc Golf. How we doing today, guys? Bruce Kettle, we're out here at Eudora Park in Fort Collins, Colorado, and today we're going to talk about tee-pad alignment. So, not every time that you start on a tee-pad should you be standing right in the middle of it. Often what we do is we end up getting stuck where we think only the middle of the tee-pad is where you should throw from. And actually, if you turn your hips, you can change a lot of the angles that you throw from by just coming off the tee-pad at different angles. So we're going to talk about those angles today and how to approach every tee-pad. On this throw, I'm going to throw an anhyzer shot. And so with the anhyzer shot, I want to be able to follow through and let my hips open up to the target as I finish. If I come straight down the middle of the tee pad, my hips are gonna open up and they're gonna pull me to the right. And as you can see by this tree over here, a lot of people have done just that. So we're gonna start off the tee pad and we're gonna throw the anhyzer coming from an angle on the edge of the tee pad. So here we have a very uphill tee pad, right? So if you look at this tee pad, we're pointed really high. This will throw a lot of players off because what happens is you'll come up here and as you follow through, running straight up the middle of the tee pad, your body slows down because of the uphill incline and then your hips will slow down as well and you'll end up either releasing really early or you'll overclock it by trying to compensate for the hill and you'll pull it really hard to the right. So what we try to do to compensate for that is the same technique again where we're going to come off the side of the tee pad and by doing that it'll allow my hips to open into the target to go up this fairway. So on this shot, since we have the trees and everything on the right-hand side, we're going to stay on the left-hand edge of this tee pad. Rather than running down the middle or staying to the right, we're going to run down this left-hand edge so that we open up the space on the fairway.
If you're looking for the next course to try to elevate your game, then look no further. With a wide variety in distances and difficulty, Griffin Greens in Wellington, Colorado is a great place for any player to challenge themselves. This course features 20 holes that vary in distance and include a few obstacles and hazards for players as well. While some holes may feel wide open, others will require precision and some technical shots. The course includes concrete tee pads,
disc catcher baskets, and is available year-round. So get out there, have some fun, and be sure to bring a disc retriever too.